everyone, it's Shari Carroll for SimonsSaysStamp.com, and I have a really simple technique that creates a ghost image from the image you stamp beneath. I'll be using Altenew stamps and dies for my card, and the first one is a pinstripe background, and that's about a 5.5" by 5.5" stamp, and also the leaf canopy stamps, and I'll be using the solid images along with the coordinating die. To get going on my card, I have a panel of Neenah white cardstock, and I have placed that into my stamp positioner, and I've used a little bit of adhesive just to hold it in place, and I'm inking up the pinstripe stamp with Simon Says Stamp white pigment ink. Then I can just shut the door and press this down really well onto the paper. When I open the door, you won't be able to see the image much because it's white on white, but that's okay. I'm going to stamp my leaves on top. And I have the large cluster of solid leaves, and I'll be using Simon Says Stamp Lakeshores ink to ink those up. Once I have the stamp well inked, I'll press this right over my already stamped paper, and I'll show you to reveal the little pinstripes that will pop up from behind. This is a really fun technique. I would clean my stamp off each time between stampings just to make sure you get all the pigment ink off your stamp so you start fresh each time. I have stamped an additional leaf canopy, and next I have my fog ink, and I've repositioned my paper so that I can place my fog ink in this corner, and I'll do the same where I ink up the stamp and press it down onto the paper. To fill in some of the areas, I'm using Simon Says Stamp Smoke ink, and this is a nice darker ink which will give me a lot of definition and it'll really show up those pinstripes. Finally, I am adding Simon Says Stamp Clear ink to the small cluster of leaves, and I'm stamping that onto Neenah white cardstock. I have silver embossed that, and I'll be using the coordinating die to run through my Altenew die cutting machine. I've also white embossed my greeting onto a strip of slate cardstock to add to my card. And to finish this off, I'm using a bit of foam tape to pop up my leaf canopy and also my greeting. You can see the pinstripes really pop through on my close-up image. It's a really fun technique. You can use it with any color, especially using the Simon Says Stamp white ink and also Simon Says Stamp dye ink on top. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and as always, thanks so much for watching.